I'm here at Sportsnet with Donnovan Bennett. Let's get it popping.
It is Andre DeGrasse once again chases down the competition and wins.
And they've given it to DeGrasse. He did run a really clever, strong last 10 or 15 meters.
Congrats. Whenever I see you, I'm congratulating you on something else. Now,
Appreciate that.
it's a book. You're an author. What's that feel like?
When I first got approached about this opportunity to write a book, I was like, no way, like why me, right? Just hearing from like my supporters, my family, my friends, they're always like, you have a great story to tell, you should really do this, like take it seriously and, write a book and try to just, give something motivational to your fans.
My question is, why now? Your story is not done.
I know, right?
In France, I'm sure you're hoping to come home with 3 medals.
Yeah.
Why did you decide this was the right moment to tell your story?
I think it's just opportunity, when the opportunity presented itself, I said, let's do it. Of course, like you said, Paris is coming up, and I thought this would be a good time to just kind of like, show my fans here. I'm going into my 3rd Olympic Games, and here's what I kind of learned in my first 2 games. I thought this is the perfect time to read it, for Canadians especially coming out of the pandemic, kind of just give them, a little motivation.
You talk about the lessons from the Olympic Games, but the lessons in the book go way back to childhood.
Yeah.
If you knew back then what you knew now, what would you want to tell that young kid?
By me going through all those things I've gone through, I'm able to now tell my story now, in a sense, to say, hey, here's some of the things that I went through, and if I can help another kid and kind of navigate them. Of course, everyone's going to have their own path and their own, they're going to go through their ups and downs, but I'm just trying to let them know that, hey, this is how I kind of navigated it and how I kind of went through the process of it.
I love that the lessons aren't just about being a successful athlete, it's about being a successful dad, a successful family man. Why was that part of your story something you wanted to share?
Yeah, I think for me, I want to show the full me. I want to show the full me and not just the athlete. I think people can relate to that a bit more because, like yourself, you're a father. I just wanted to show that, hey, I'm a dad, I'm an author, I'm a philanthropist, like all the things that kind of made me successful to be the athlete I am today. That's what I wanted to kind of show about myself.
Your mother's hopes and dreams for you come through in the book. Are they similar to the hopes and dreams you have for your kids? Do you find yourself thinking some of the same things your mom did with you with them?
I think so, for sure, because I know how much sacrifices my mom has made for me over the years, and I feel like I'm definitely going to do the same thing, whether that's in sport or just supporting them, even if they don't even want to I told people all the time, like, even if they don't even want to do track and field, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm going to support them, whatever they want to do, whatever their dreams take them. So, I find myself even now as, they're 5, when my daughter's 5 years old, I'm making sacrifices already, like she wants to go do this activity, do that activity, and I got to figure out ways of how to like navigate it all and say, okay, like I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna make it there. I'm gonna be making sacrifices all the way, right? So
is that tough? Because as a professional athlete, your window of success is so short. You've extended it, and also the margins between victory and defeat are so small. Is that difficult to figure out how to manage it all?
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, all the time. I mean, the schedule gets hectic sometimes. I think I breathe, I breathe through it all. I think meditation and just try to figure out, okay, what's important, what can I do first, what comes second, and of course my kids always come first. So whatever that scenario is, I just try to figure it out the best way I can so that I'm there for them.
Well, like you, I have 2 youths that I'm chasing, not as quickly as you are, but the book helped me a lot as well. I know it's going to help a lot of people. So congrats and thank you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.